LEGO is a pretty cool company. I'm pretty sure that is a safe opinion to have, especially for a LEGO YouTuber, with you presumably being a LEGO enjoyer yourself. LEGO is known for many great licensed themes, from Star Wars to Indiana Jones to Marvel to DC. These are some of my personal favorite themes for the brand. Occasionally, I will pick up a set from another theme if it piques my curiosity. LEGO Marvel has been putting out quality content for the past decade, especially since the Marvel Cinematic Universe gives it so much to work with. LEGO will occasionally make a set based on the comics or whatever it wants, but ultimately most of the sets come from the MCU. At one point, LEGO made this helicopter set with Wolverine, Magneto, and Deadpool. This set is kinda odd since it's not based on any particular movie or show, especially since the most recent movie was X-Men Origins Wolverine. However, as you might remember, Deadpool and Wolverine show up in the film. They look nothing like how they do in this set. Wolverine is famous for never wearing his yellow jumpsuit until recently, and Deadpool is infamous for looking completely wrong in X-Men Origins Wolverine, to the point that he no longer looked like Deadpool and could pass off as a new character altogether. However, the most peculiar part of the set is the inclusion of Deadpool. It's pretty well known now that Deadpool is brutal, crass, and full of immature adult humor. However, back when the set was released, it was still only known for the comic book. However, many people, even to this day, aren't familiar with his comic books. The vast majority that are most likely know it from a recap, or from a YouTube video, or read a wiki. Yeah, comic books aren't popular. We all know this, but what's my point? For me, it's safe to assume that at the time LEGO treated Deadpool like many other Marvel and DC characters that are commonly depicted for a mature audience in the comic books, but regularly appear toned down for other properties like Blade, Lobo, or the Punisher. On top of that, many famous early adaptations of Deadpool outside a comic came from the Deadpool video game, LEGO Marvel Superheroes, and his appearance in Ultimate Spider-Man. By the way, all three came out in 2013. At the time, LEGO was okay with putting Deadpool in a kids' age set because we weren't promoting kids to go out of their way to consume readily available media that was mature. Even though the video game was out at the time, it was still reasonable for a kid to still use disc, and therefore parents would have to approve all games, especially if they got it at a store like GameStop, where they will just tell you, hey, this isn't for your kid. I mean, there was still YouTube for the cutscenes, but let's be honest, the internet is a gateway to far worse videos. All this changed in 2016 because of the Deadpool movie. Now Deadpool was associated with what we love him for today. You know, the crass humor, blood, sex, and drugs. But that begs the question, will LEGO ever make another Deadpool? My gut reaction is no, because come on, it's a mature theme. But when I think about it, I start itching towards yes, because LEGO is great at surprises. This is why I'm making this video, to explore the possibility of Deadpool getting another minifigure in the future. Point is, I think I could make a great case for both sides. My brain says no, but my heart says yes, and fortunately, I am nearby both at all times, so I think just for this video, I can listen to them and tell you what they say. Before we get into it, please like and comment. It really helps out the channel. I make LEGO videos, so subscribe if LEGO videos interest you. Alright, enough intro. I always tell myself to make them shorter, but this one ended up longer. Anyways, time to get into Deadpool's future in the LEGO Marvel theme. Coming up with reasons why Deadpool probably won't get a new minifigure is pretty easy. LEGO is branded as a children's toy, and it would not make sense for them to make a minifigure off of a character that redefined R-rated movies. LEGO has had some pretty famous censorship over the Indiana Jones set since, fun fact, Indiana Jones has Nazis in it. It wouldn't exactly make sense for LEGO to make minifigures based on real-world horrible people, let alone a real-world evil military. Except the Soviets for whatever reason. I guess this isn't real. Speaking of the military, LEGO has cancelled a set because it was too similar to military equipment. What? How? I never really understood this controversy since it's just a vehicle. It looks cool. As long as LEGO doesn't put missile launchers on them that are eerily realistic, I wouldn't sweat it. Also, bringing it back to Indiana Jones real quick, there is a Nazi plane. Like, for sale, right now. Sure, it has an enemy pilot rather than a Luftwaffe, but that's just straight up a real fighter jet. A real vehicle that has killed real people, for real. Yet LEGO cancels this one because, come on, it looks too real. I don't even know anymore. What I am getting at is that LEGO doesn't go near anything having to do with real wars or real military equipment because that's a mature theme. Mature's theme is Deadpool's bread and butter nowadays. So what is it? How can I possibly argue that Deadpool could get a new minifig? What could possibly be said, especially since he's for adults? LEGO is for kids, and they have cancelled real sets for potential adult themes, and they censored a PG to PG-13 movie because, the Nazis are here. What makes me think they couldn't censor an R-rated character like Deadpool? How am I going to argue this? I hear you saying, but fret not, I'm going to explain. If LEGO were to make a new Deadpool minifigure, a few things would have to happen in order for it to happen. It's very common to wonder if another movie in a beloved franchise will come out, and Ryan Reynolds said it is unlikely there will ever be a Deadpool 4. However, it is possible he could return in a future Avengers movie to give us an explanation as to why Thor is crying. Either way, my main reason for LEGO potentially making a new figure is the trajectory of the character here on out. Sure, the Deadpool and Wolverine movie was big and amazing, but that came out less than a month ago, and it's only getting older every day. If Deadpool returns as a Marvel classic without an active franchise like before 2013, or appears in more PG-13 Marvel team-up films, the result will be the same. Time has passed, and now LEGO is safe to do it again. I mentioned earlier that Blade and Punisher both had minifigs. It's also well known that they've had R-rated movies that were popular. Fortunately, enough time has passed and LEGO felt comfortable releasing them in the 2023 Daily Bugle set. While this set was extremely expensive, meaning no kid would own it, LEGO is still a toy company that targets children, so they must have weighed the cost of breaking their R-rated rule since it's the character general look and not the movie specific one. Even if there's only ever gonna be one Blade.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gay Blade.
While this may be an unsatisfying answer given that it could potentially be over a decade based on this set alone, I highly doubt they'd wait that long, especially since the idea of a couple $100 LEGO set aimed at adults is new for LEGO to do. If they release them again, I wouldn't doubt it being in an expensive set. There's still hope for a cheap set though. It would be really funny if they released it in a mech after the movie is just gone from cinemas. LEGO, you have the chance to do the funniest thing ever. Overall, I think it is incredibly unlikely we'll get a set with Deadpool in it anytime soon. But time always has a way of resetting things, and while I doubt Deadpool will leave the public's consciousness anytime soon, it is very likely in like 4 years' time, we'll look at the movies the same way we look at a big movie from 2019. Talked about when it's brought up, but new things have come since, and it's easier to talk about those with colleagues now. In those circumstances, I think LEGO will release a new Deadpool since it doesn't leave kids hyped for his future content, and if they are accidentally hyped, like 2012, whoops, it's not LEGO's fault. Either way, hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and if you sneezed during this video, bless you. Leave a like and comment your thoughts. It's always interesting to hear other people's perspective on speculation. Bye bye!